Y'all like that? You getting the tingles yet? I have matcha. Morning, friends and family. Welcome to Sunday worship. It's too neat. Hello everybody, welcome to another day in my life. Today, we're staying in the house the entire day. What? What is this? I have two other people in this house, my sister and my significant other. And for some reason, I got stuck with these two bozos on a really big, important work day of my week this week. So now we're here. Anyways, before we get any further into my little day, I want to say thank you so much, Best Buy, for sponsoring today's video. I will tell you all about the new camera that they recently sent me, and I had the opportunity to play with it and show you what I've been able to cook up a little bit in the photography standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Today, we are tackling a regular day in my life as a content creator. I was supposed to wake up at 7. I got up, filmed a few shots, got back in the bed, blinked. It was dark. It was 8:50. I don't really know what happened there. I'm up super late. I'm really behind schedule. But thankfully, because I'm self-employed, that doesn't necessarily matter. Today's actually a really big day because guess what we're doing for the first time today? Go ahead, tell them.
Streaming.
We're streaming for the first time today. Yeah. Today I'm starting a new venture. I mentioned in my last video, by the time this video is going out, that I am actually looking into starting different avenues for me to kind of bring my joy back when it comes to this job, because it is very repetitive and it does get kind of old kind of quick. I love my job, don't get me wrong, but I needed some things to actually spruce up my day-to-day life. So I was like, oh, let's tackle some new projects. And one of those things is streaming on Twitch. And I've been wanting to stream on Twitch for a while because people beg me. I mean, literally begging on their knees. Please bring back the Sims content. Please, we want to play games with you. Please. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's cut all the noise. We're gonna go ahead and start streaming. So I'm supposed to start streaming today at around 6 p.m. something in there. So I have all the time from now up until then to do what I have to do for the day. And it's not a lot of stuff. I have some videos to edit. I have some things to do with my taxes. I'm gonna show you what I do to get ready to be on camera when it's time to go on Twitch. Also, I decided to get a new matcha recently. This is the matcha I tried. When I tell you, it's like the perfect balance of like tart ceremonial to like kind of sweetened cafe flavored matcha. This is really good. I have 1 pump vanilla syrup and a little bit of agave syrup in here, and it's so good. So good. I'm gonna make my sister a matcha. Can I ask you rapid fire questions? Me? The people are wondering, why do I never vlog with you?
Because I don't want to.
She didn't even know I was vlogging today until she got here yesterday.
I did.
Drank my matcha one time and he was like, it's not like as awful as the matcha he's had before. Because some people just put too much matcha powder in it. That's when people are like, oh, it tastes like grass. That's where the grass accusations come from. This is my sister's matcha. Give it a stir for her.
It don't smell like anything.
Nope.
That's not a good sign.
Just tastes like vanilla milk.
It's like chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk is crazy.
Where's the chocolate coming from?
I don't know, girl. We're in the still. This chair is so creaky, it actually drives me bonkers. Would you believe me if I said that? Well, you should, because it's true. So I'm currently in my office. You guys haven't seen in here in a really long time because I haven't been coming down here. And before you ask, yes, this is the discontinued Minty Shine On Victoria's Secret Refreshing Lip Gloss. I haven't been down here in a really long time because I haven't been the most fond of how my office currently looks because it looks like a tornado hit it. I don't know how I let it get to this point, but sadly here we are, and this is just gonna be the repercussions of it. So I haven't done one of these videos in a really long time, and I thought I'd give you some updates, kind of how I maneuver things as of recent for when I do have dedicated work days. For some reason, I've been really struggling with like actually getting stuff done because I feel like there are just constant distractions everywhere. So I'm gonna force myself to do a bunch of stuff today. So just in case I have a week that's not the best, over the next couple days, I will not be too behind, if you're picking up what I'm putting down. So I have a running list of things that I have to do as of recent. It doesn't necessarily have to be done today, but the more I do, the better. That would be amazing. So today we just have a lot of catch-up work. I know I do have to do some brand deal stuff because I have some revisions to make on something with those. So we're gonna do that today as well. You guys are gonna see the before and after of that. So that's really not exciting, but it's oddly satisfying in a way.
Pudding, I'm gonna taste fruity.
Before before we get any further to today's video, I want to say a huge thank you to Best Buy for sponsoring today's video, because I was gifted and was able to test out the new Canon EOS R8 Canon camera, full body with the Canon 24 to 70 millimeter lens. And when I tell you this is the perfect combination for stepping your photography game up, I absolutely mean it. I love having options when it comes to lenses, and this being 24 to 70 millimeters lets you get those really tight shots or kind of really wide ones depending on what type of photography you're doing. Whether you're out in the wild or inside, this lens is so diverse when it comes to lighting and accessibility and just how many things it's able to capture so quickly. It's amazing. I love how sleek the body looks and how quiet the shutter is, and this camera is one of my favorites to bring out on the go, especially on vacation, in the wild, or if I'm just taking city photos. Because of the millimeter range, this thing honestly gives me everything I need when it comes to a camera lens. As a beginner, you're wanting to shoot in auto, but you want to make sure your focus is always on your subject. You never have to worry about it being out of focus, because this thing tracks amazingly. And y'all know I'm a 4K filming stan, and this films up to 4K and 60 frames per second. So whether you're filming or even wanting to stream, this would be a really good camera to invest in as a beginner, intermediate, or advanced content creator, photographer, or videographer. And honestly, if you're like me and you love to take your camera on the go and you really just like to get inspired as you're moving around, this camera lens, the image stabilization on this camera is absolutely insane. I feel so confident when it comes to going out in public and shooting with this camera, because I can always trust, even if I'm a little bit shaky, whether I trip or I have to walk a little faster, the lens always has me covered with the stabilization. It always helps with those pictures coming out crystal clear. Y'all know I do not play by my memory cards, and anybody who knows me knows I love SanDisk Extreme Pro memory cards. There's such a big range of storage when it comes to these SD cards. I never have any issues with transfer, and they get transferred so quickly. It's absolutely insane. For me personally, it's super important that you have an SD card that you absolutely rely on, and that's why I love leaning on SanDisk. I've had SD cards that take hours to import some 4K footage from my cameras, but ever since I switched to SanDisk Extreme Pro, baby, I'll be done in a few minutes, few seconds, like a few minutes at most. And because of the speed of the SD card that I personally love with this camera, it can definitely keep up with the camera's amazing quality, and even supports burst photography, which is honestly a really big deal and something you don't see a lot. So if you're interested in leveling up your photography game, make sure you check out the Canon EOS R8. Thank you so much, Best Buy, for sending me this absolute beauty to play around with. It's been an honor, and this is definitely one of my go-to cameras for when it comes to photography. Y'all know I've been rocking with Canon in my photography journey for literally ever. My first ever photography camera was a Canon. And with that being said, make sure you check the links down below to shop this camera if you're interested in getting it. And thank you so much, Best Buy, for sponsoring this part of the video. Let's go ahead and get back into it. I hope I'm in focus and not my mirror. But y'all, after about 2-ish hours of auntie duties, I'm finally getting ready for my first Twitch stream. I hopefully will be streaming The Sims 4 today. If not, I will just do a talking head stream so people can talk to me, blase blase. My DLC is still downloading. I'm personally streaming on Mac, so that's honestly not that great because Macs aren't really meant for gaming or streaming. Just based on like what accessories you need for streaming, like it's not the best. Like Apple doesn't, it's just not compatible with a lot of stuff you need for stuff like that. So I'm definitely doing my best with what I can, and I am I'm not nervous because I feel like it's just any other live stream, but I feel like just because today might be the first time that I'm playing a game on stream is making me nervous because like it's just new and like technology be failing, and if it fails I'll be so upset. I don't want to fail in front of potentially hundreds of people. I don't know how many people are gonna watch me on Twitch. I'm gonna post my link, go about my day. I already put on my comfort hoodie that I normally wear when I play games, my limited edition once in a lifetime Alchemy. I could wear the green one because it complements my hair a little better, but it's the first stream. We'll have a lot of hoodies to wear after the fact. Also, I'm doing my routine to make my skin look extra good on camera. Usually, if I were getting ready in the morning, I do a little bit more, but since it's so late in the day, I don't want to layer on too much stuff because one, I am about to just wash it off, and two, my skin has been acting a fool, so I don't want to put too much stuff on it. Probably should have went in with my drunk elephant, but whatever. If you're interested in watching me play any games, I officially have a Twitch. You can follow me down below officially, or you can go through like my link tree on my other socials, so that's always nice, fun, fresh. I was at first gonna start with having my podcast come out first before streaming, but I was like, I didn't need nearly as much, such as like recording or like editing and da-da-da-da. The podcast is gonna require a lot of that, and then there's cover shoots and blase blase blase. So I just thought it would make a lot more sense if I just did streaming first because it's lower maintenance and it does take up a lot of time, but it's a lot more lower maintenance than like editing a podcast audio and visual file. I literally just sit and play games and chat. Very cozy vibes. I will be known as Aliyah After Hours on Twitch just because I thought that was really cute, and then it matches my spam name, and I feel like it's a cute little like nod off to like after work is done, like this is what we do like after hours when the camera's off. Now, like I said before, a bunch of you had asked me if I could play The Sims on YouTube again, so maybe I will post my streams to a YouTube channel titled Aliyah After Hours, but y'all have to let me know because that would be really nice. I really hope it goes really smoothly, and I really hope the EA app is acting like it has some sense. I think I do want to eventually build a PC, even though I'm so like Apple girly through and through. And I think I've just come to the conclusion that the reason I'm so scared of PC is because it's not Apple, and that's not normal. So I think I definitely want to build a PC. It's just so freaking expensive. Like, it's crazy expensive. I didn't know that like PC builds were that expensive. I wish somebody had told me, because I feel like ever since I brought up the fact that I want to start streaming, TikTok, of course, being nosy, was like, oh, let's show her all these PC bills, da 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 da, and they're like on average 1K. And that's technically on the cheaper side because they can get more expensive than that. So we'll have to work our way up. I told myself if I want to get new equipment for Twitch and streaming and blase blase, I'm gonna have to make the money from there to fund it. We can keep all the sources of income refunding themselves. Never has it been good to like take money from somewhere and put it somewhere else. For example, for YouTube, everything I spend on my YouTube equipment, I earn strictly from my YouTube videos. Brand deals, I save all that money. I don't play when it comes to saving money because the IRS, babe, you're not gonna get me. And that was something I meant to talk about today when it came to like things I had to do, because I did pay my tax man today. I feel like I talk about taxes a lot, but I just filed, so I know what days I have to have a certain amount of money in a certain account, and I ease my mind with that by saving a lot of my money from my brand deals from the previous year, so my last year's income pays for last year's taxes, etc, etc. So that's just what I've been doing. I meant to talk about that today, but I absolutely forgot. I'm so sorry. Makeup looks pretty natural, neutral, how we like it per usual. We have some blush, some concealer, some e.l.f. Halo Glow, a little bit of contour, and I think I'm pretty much ready to go. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, I don't want this to turn into a big production. I want it to be really low-key, really like, if you know, you know. If you want to come out and hang out, like, that's fine. Like, way more chill, low maintenance vibes. And I feel like a lot of people will try to find low maintenance vibes in places such as like TikTok or things like that, and I feel like I'm not really low maintenance as a creator. I try to put my best foot forward always, and I feel like a lot of people are just like, this girl never lets up. So I feel like this would be a nice little like happy medium, if that makes sense. I'm not even gonna use setting spray. Nope, we're just gonna go straight to the office. 5:15. Let's hope my game is acting fine. Oh, this is so freaking scary. I don't even know if all my my packs downloaded. It's still downloading, but thankfully I don't have to have a specific time for this. So this is downloading. I'm gonna set my camera up, which is gonna be this one actually, and I will see y'all when we are on stream. I think we're green. I think we're green. I appreciate you so much. Hope you have a good day. I just wrapped my first stream. Currently 9:30. I just wrapped my first stream. I was on there for like 2.5 hours, but we're gonna debrief like really soon, like very soon, like the next couple minutes soon. That's crazy. Okay. What'd you think?
I'm very happy for you.
I'm really tired.
I'm weak.
I'm ready to go to bed. I'm gonna debrief real quick before I go take my evening shower. Today was the first time where I was like, you need to stop throwing tantrums and quitting when things frustrate you, because I originally got on stream and I had no audio whatsoever. None from my game, none from my mic, none of my mics were working, nothing. And at first I was like, F it, I'm just gonna get off and do this another day. But then I just took a breath and was like, it can't be that hard. So I figured it out, and then I was on stream for 2.5 hours. I'm pretty sure you can see it in my face. It's really fun.
Yeah.
I think it's very fun. I think I gained over 100 followers today too, by the way. Cause my goal was 450 and I'm almost at 600. So that's fun as well. I hope to stream like twice a week to start. So I'll do another one on Thursday, but I won't be vlogging then, but I definitely want to do another one on Thursday. But yeah, that was really fun. First of, I think, many Twitch streams. I am very sleepy though. I'm usually never this tired at 9:30, but even though I was responding to comments and all that, I did technically have to be like on for 2 hours straight, and that's not like bad, but I definitely am tired and I'm ready to shower and like rest and like have something sweet. I have red velvet cupcakes waiting for me. I thought today was gonna be a flop, and then I was like, no. And I'm very happy I toughed it out. I can't think of anything that I'd have to fix in the future to do it, and I think that's a pretty good first stream. So yeah.
But you know what they say, east or west are home.
I actually went to go vlog yesterday, but I had my, this is really obnoxious and huge. Please don't clock for I'm using this. I had my annual physical yesterday, because if you can go to the doctor, you should. And I had a bunch of lab work and all that stuff done, aka leaving me tired, exhausted, and winded. So I started to vlog yesterday, but it was definitely a day. Looking back, I 100% could have went and continued vlogging yesterday, but I don't know what it is. I'm telling you, every single time I get that blood drawn, I come home and that couch / my bed just looks so delicious and heavenly. I can't even help myself. So I decided I'm not gonna have a productive day in my life yesterday because it just wasn't feasible. I couldn't do it. Today we're gonna pick up a work day, and I feel like the first day of this vlog was a really heavy streaming day because I did have my first stream 2 days ago now, and I think today I need to focus on something else I'm supposed to be starting soon, which is a podcast. Who would have freaking thought? I only talked about it 10,000 times and blase. Pretty gloomy out, so that's not really helping my lazy feeling that I'm feeling today. But today I actually have to do a test episode for my podcast. That's a crazy statement. I never thought I'd be saying that so publicly and loud. That's gonna happen today. I hope today goes pretty good. I mean, I think it will. I don't know what it is, but I feel like every week there's at least like 1 or 2 days in between my serious work days that I just have to take off in order for me to like recuperate. And I was talking about this with somebody. I don't know how I was so active and on top of my work like in high school and college, because looking back, I was doing 10,000 things at one time, and now I can barely do like one task a day. Chronically bored, online, and sleepy. I don't know what my issue is, but I just cannot seem to get a lot done back to back to back to back. I am trying to implement 10:30 start times and 2 or 3 end time for work on a daily basis, because that's about a 4-hour work day, because I do include that hour off. That's how most people need to function. I have a good 4 hours of cognitive focus a day, so me doing 8 hours a day don't make no type of sense, and it's not even realistic a lot of the time. So I'm trying to implement that, but with that, for some reason my body just thinks, hey, let's sleep in. That's not what that means, actually, in the slightest. So it's a little bit concerning how my body is reacting to this new type of workday. Maybe I just do need more sleep. Who knows? I need my milk and ice and cup. Real good today. I know that's right. Thought before we start with our day, I thought it would be nice to let you guys know, when it comes to planning my day, I am a Notion stan. Anything involving planning, Notion is my sweet pea. It's my baby. She is my everything. You can ask my significant other. Every time he sees my laptop open, baby, Notion is somewhere open already on the computer. Like, I live, breathe, use Notion for everything. And I did a Notion tour, I feel like a few months ago, and a lot of people still have questions about my Notion. So every time somebody asks me about it, I just redirect them to the video, because like I answered pretty much everything in that video. Y'all had asked me very specific questions about like how to build certain stuff, so I may or may not post tutorials on how to do it. A few of you had asked me if I was thinking about selling some of my templates that were mine that I did not buy. Y'all could just buy instead of trying to make stuff. So anything that's mine, I thought about selling. I went ahead and started making a financials and money spread that I was gonna sell for y'all, and then the same thing with the content creation content creation spread. I made my to-do list today in my Notion. Today is most importantly, vlogging day, and then I also have to upload and do a few things such as my podcast episode, which you guys will be seeing the behind the scenes of, which I think will be super fun, because I feel like nobody ever discusses the behind the scenes of that. I'm not gonna go too much into detail, but I do have a small agenda for today. It's kind of an everything type of day because I feel like there's just so many things in the beginning stages. There's a lot more beginning phase work, such as like setting up equipment, outlining stuff, which isn't the most exciting thing in the world, but considering this is the first couple new things in regards to a Twitch stream schedule as well as a podcast that I'm starting, both of them at the same time essentially, this is a lot for me, and it actually makes me feel like I have some structure in my day and I don't have all the time in the world to get stuff done, which is, I actually was talking to my significant other about this. I feel like I kind of fell off with posting on here because I felt like I had all the time in the world to edit it, and I let the time pass, and before I knew it was like Saturday night, and I'm like, oh, I have a video ready, so I just want to post. But now that I have other things taking up my time, and I have to appreciate the time that I have and actually utilize the time I have, it makes a big difference as to me getting stuff done. That's such a first world and self-employed problem, because like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, oh my god, I wish I could just have all the time to do something, and I'm very grateful for that. I think a part of the reason why I was starting to resent what I was doing a little bit is just because I had nothing else to do. Like I wake up, do the same thing. I think I want to go ahead and do a podcast setup, but my issue right now is that I don't have my podcast room put together and or furnished or cleaned out, so I cannot film in there. So I'm trying to figure out a secondary location that I can film the actual video portion for it. It's giving my office, even though I don't really want it to be my office, but I do have some things that I have to set up for this to work. I am clocking in. Heaven to Me by Tyler the Creator's in my ears. I'm about to set up the podcast setup. I'm so scared. Basically right now for my podcast setup, I'm trying to figure out the best setup and way for me to film my podcast and include audio. So right now I have a camera with a outlet that plugs, not outlet, but kind of like a cord that plugs into my mic. So my mic goes like straight to the camera for the audio, so I don't have to go through a sound box or anything. Now I do have a sound box. I don't know how to use it. So it doesn't really help me if I don't necessarily know what I'm doing, and it's gonna overcomplicate it for really no reason. So hopefully this little setup works. I'm gonna prop this up on a tripod. I'm gonna sit here on my desk just like this, and that's gonna be the episode. I don't know if this episode will ever see the light of day or y'all will ever see it, but that's what it's currently looking like. This is too high. If I have it this stand just fell. This is cute. This feels natural. I think one of my goals for this is to just have the least amount of equipment that I have to switch out as possible, because when things become too cluttered, baby, this brain is not, it's not doing it, babes. Will not be involved because I don't plan on doing my podcast in my office. This is just a test for my team. So let's see how all this kind of rolls off the tongue. Oh my gosh, Aliyah's starting yet another new thing. Definition of a Gemini, such a Gemini thing. Journaling isn't enough, and I can't get a gun, so I'm gonna get on my TikTok one to say hello. Say hello. Don't embarrass me. Say hi, vlog. So cute. This is what I see. If y'all are ever curious, when I go on TikTok live, this is what I see. So hi guys. Hi. They wanted to be seen so bad, so now you're gonna be seen. My significant other's on the game right now, so if you hear him chatting in the back, no, you can talk. I'm just like warning, like they may hear you. Just got off a TikTok live not too long ago, and some reason I always end up on a live somewhere. I was talking to myself, and like I talk with my door open. It's not like my house is like humongous. So my significant other was like, she not live on Twitch? What is she doing? Who is she talking to? Came down, I'm on TikTok live. Every time I get on TikTok live, it's, oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. Oh my gosh, where have you been? Where have you been? It's always, where have you been, instead of what did I do to get her to get pushed out of my recommended. Clock it. People asking me for hygiene videos and girl talks. I actually don't mind doing them, but I have a physical reaction in my body when it comes to editing them. So I don't think that's the best thing for me to force myself to do as of right now. It was made known to me, don't know why I had trouble saying that people would prefer if I posted my previous streams somewhere. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get a YouTube, like secondary YouTube channel started for my old streams, because Twitch does save them for like a certain amount of days, but they go away after those certain amount of days. So if you ever miss a stream, I'll have it posted somewhere, como se dice, as a backup in case you couldn't make it. I think I recently have just been looking for more low maintenance ways to connect with y'all because I do not mind going live. I do not mind chatting somewhere where I don't have to edit, I think my real thing is just craving that kind of connection that I had with y'all at a certain point when I didn't have 10,000 things that required 10,000 hours of information at the same time. So for example, I don't mind editing a video, but sometimes I wish like things were just as easy as like getting 600 people in Instagram live like I was able to at a point, and that's very low maintenance and just a very easy way to connect with y'all. So I think streaming and podcasting in the very near future will be a very low maintenance way that I can chat with y'all and y'all can get updates in between my potential YouTube hiatuses. One of them. Somebody actually asked me in my TikTok live, am I starting to do podcasting and streaming to kind of stray away from my YouTube channel or distance myself from it? And that's not it at all. So please don't think I am like neglecting y'all or like trying to distance myself because I'm gonna drop this one day. It's simply just a way to... Cashew just decided to come plop himself over here. Thank you. I'm simply just doing this as another way to connect with y'all, and also I know I'm so much more capable of just making videos, and I think if I want this to be something I do in a very like for a long time, or just like as long as I want to do it, I can't just do one thing. And I feel like I just have too many interests and expectations and kind of inquiries about certain skills and just how things work. And I just think all of it's really cool to just have more skill sets under my belt. One of the many things I had to do today was outline a podcast episode for my team to kind of see the structure of what the podcast was gonna look like. And I have, let me count, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 8. I have 19 absolute podcast episode ideas, and y'all are probably like, girl, you have been chatting about this for so long and you are just cooking up 19 episodes for shits and giggles for something you didn't even know you were for real gonna start till like a month ago. Yes, I would. Yes, I did. Where is it leaking from? I'm just gonna close it. I'm gonna burn it down. It's a few hours later, and I want to catch you up on something that I recently did. The outline is completely done, or at least for the most part I think it is. I also decided to take it upon myself to make a Twitch banner, at least a fill-in one, until I can get my hands on the Twitch banner that I have somebody making for me. And I also just filmed a sponsor integration for Canon, and not even Canon, Best Buy. They sent me this Canon EOS R8 with this insane lens. It's 24-70, and I usually don't geek out over stuff like this anymore just because I feel like people don't want Geek Squad on their screen. But let me just say, it's a powerhouse of a camera. It's a little bit on the pricier side, but this is a powerhouse of a camera. If you're looking to upgrade, baby, this R8 is absolutely insane. I currently use the 77D with the 85mm lens for a lot of my photography, but when I tell you I'm about to switch to this full time because they sent me the 24-70mm, and it just has so much range in between. You can get so many things either up close or wide shots. It's honestly amazing. So I'm definitely about to switch to this being my full-time photography camera. A lot of people ask me how my photography like journey is going, and I don't think a lot of people know that I do photography like for funsies. Over the past couple months and just years, I found an escape in photography to where if I ever feel like I just having a rough day or I need to clear my mind, I pick a random spot on Apple Maps or Google Maps and go and take some pictures. One thing I'm gonna do is put those headphones on and lock in if I'm at a random place. And there's so many cameras on the market, but I personally love how intricate and soft Canon cameras look. It's absolutely insane. This part of the video isn't sponsored. We already filmed the sponsored part. I personally love how it looks like there's like this hazy, cute, kind of dreamy filter on it. Baby, that's straight from the camera. I didn't add that. That's insane. Like, that's literally insane. I'm currently laying on the floor because I'm about to lock in and make some animations for a video. Now, I haven't done this in a really long time, but I'm taking more of a simple approach to this video just to see how y'all respond to it, because I did a test video in regards to simple editing not too long ago. Just trying to make things a little bit more engaging when it comes to the visual department, because it could be really easy to just use stiff, not moving, and just not engaging visuals. So I'm trying to relearn how to do some animation in a very easy way, because it's really appealing to the eye, and then it just feels a little bit more personal because I hand draw everything, and it's not that big of a deal, but I think it looks cute in theory. You guys know my handwriting, everything's handwritten, blase blase. I thought that would be fun to include in a video, so I thought I should show that's what I'm doing. It's currently 11:24 and I am watching Pretty Little Liars per usual, obviously becoming a comfort show that I am engaged in, but I don't necessarily have to watch my phone. The past 2 days that I had been working have been really beneficial and nice and kind of self-teaching in a way about what I can manage creatively and how I should really structure my days from a productivity standpoint, as well as a don't be afraid to venture out into new stuff type of standpoint. But I'm not gonna get into that because I'll be talking forever. If you're new here, you already know what to do. Subscribe, hit the like, subscribe if you want to see more, hit the like if you like the video. It helps me and the algorithm out a lot. If you don't already, go ahead and follow my socials so you can find me somewhere else on the internet if you like my content. I post a plethora of things everywhere else. I stream, I post TikToks and YouTube shorts and Instagram reels, and I post, you know, just kind of everything. If you like anything about me, definitely follow me somewhere else on the internet. That being said, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Once again, thank you so much Best Buy for sponsoring today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye everybody.